Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your November reading. And I pulled for you a talismanic oracle, and the card is Let Go. And I have such a strong sense about the tremendous attachment that you have had to a past that you have been confronting, digging through, excavating in many ways over a long period of time with a clear mandate to release a deep love, a deep passion, something that has you've held on to even unconsciously for a long time. This can relate to an old connection, one that you released, you forgot about, you moved on, but came back in recent years and uh, as an illusion perhaps meant to show you what you have learned from this connection of long ago. Uh, in order to do that work, it required a lot of protection on your part. And when we do a lot of shadow work, protection is necessary because we're vulnerable in so many ways. We want to make ourselves vulnerable to ourselves in order to be honest about what we were feeling, what we were experiencing. And there, I do feel that there is some kind of final melting away of the last vestiges of this connection, passion, this tenacious grip you had unconsciously on not wanting to give up on a love. And this leads right to the overall energy for this reading, which is the Page of Cups. This is what you're finding as opposed to the incredible pain of shedding this experience of connection, love, someone that you expected to be there for you, a connection that was undeniable but that was not realized and that you unconsciously waited on as a justification or a rationale for, in some ways, all the difficult experiences that you went through on account of your connection, this desired connection. You're now finding that as this melts away, you are surprisingly open to love because of the love you've had to show yourself through this process. It's finally externalizing in a way that makes you feel relaxed, creative, feeling, open to feeling, not afraid of your feelings. Underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Wands, which is really about that beautiful energy of exploration. As you open your heart, you are diving into the experience of exploration, discovery in a way that is liberating to you. So I thought I was going to have to stop this reading, but I do not. Thank you, neighbor, for using my mailbox. I'm going to start here with the 10th house. This is the house of your social expectation, the house of the way others see you and your investment in the community, usually by the work we do. The Queen of Wands shows that your investment in your activities, your work, your employment, your business is around your passions, things you deeply believe in. That feels like a benefit of a lot of the deep personal work that you've been doing, the way in which you have been looking at failures and disappointments and unmasking a sense of guilt or shame that has kept you blocked in many ways, feeling unloved. And by releasing that, you are full of confidence and your passion is something you wear proudly. so that others know on encounter that you are willing to do whatever is necessary to achieve what you want. And that determination is very erotic and it is attractive to others. It motivates others and draws others to you with their resources. In the first house, we have the Four of Wands. It's interesting because these wands always look upside down to me. So perhaps they are intended as stakes in the ground, so to speak. This is about an achievement that you have experienced, are experiencing in the moment. This achievement being some kind of strong social or cultural foundation in your life. This can be a home in which you entertain others or have exchanges, meaningful exchanges with others. This can represent an entire community that you are a part of and that you are actively building towards, so that you are honoring the process of your tremendous and profound learning, identifying that as a key value to the exploration, the expansion, the abundance in your life, the ability to learn what needs to be learned, to get the information, to honor that, celebrate that in others in a way that amplifies your security, your stability, but also a celebration of, again, alternate values from the status quo. So this is the second reading in which the necessity to counter the normative narratives in the social world are something that you engage in every day through the way that you engage with your community, your family, your team, or partners. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your family, your soul, your foundation, justice. Wow, this is really beautiful. The letting go process, so powerful. In some ways, symbolized by Pluto's moving out of Capricorn for the last and final time. This is the period almost like a honeymoon after the excoriating process of losing so much, being leveled to the ground and having to dig down deep to manifest all the resources and opportunities necessary to move on. As a result of that, you found peace. You are finding justice. You found the courage to pursue what it is you need in the moment, with the absolute knowledge that you have all that is required. And this represents a really far place you have gone in your own spiritual work, your personal development. You have come from a place of feeling oppressed, being oppressed in multiple ways, to recognizing that everything that once described your lack of power now leads to your sense of power. In the seventh house, the house of your significant others, the Empress. We love the Empress. This is all about the power of love, the power of giving and receiving the recognition for the efforts that you make. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Sagittarius is learning how to receive love. I suspect that many of you may be receiving compliments or acknowledgement or praise for things that you did long ago in the past. A comment you made to a friend, a way that you understood someone, something you helped someone with. If you're a teacher, and teachers often know, we rarely know how what we teach impacts others, but you may be receiving a story or a connection from a former student telling you the tremendous impact you had on their lives. This for you is everything. For someone who has often felt that they don't belong, and I'm speaking about you, often felt like the outlier, the adventurer, the one to reject the status quo and go off on a grand adventure. A lot of times that was motivated by a sense of not belonging, not fitting in, and now you're recognizing how appropriate, how much you belonged wherever you were, how you were able to love, even when you didn't feel that you were quite the part, the thing, quite fit in quite the way that was expected. You've had a tremendous impact from that vantage point, and how much love and belonging and purpose, passion you contributed to the life story of others. I'm going to clarify the outer cards, the spokes of the horoscope wheel with the ethereal deck. Shadow work deck is easier. And as part of acknowledging the thinning of the veil throughout this harvest season, we celebrate it in so many ways that most of you are familiar with. Halloween, almost the gate opening, and the Day of the Dead for many of us in the U.S. Or the Northern Hemisphere, I should say, as well as other cultural holidays you may be familiar with. Samhain is upcoming, the New Year Celtic Festival, but these celebrations in part acknowledge this thinning of the veil, this easy passage between worlds. If you find that this reading resonates for you, please like this video and please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate your comments, your thoughts, and please share this video with others if you think it might be helpful for them. And I'm going to start with the first house, the Four of Wands, this tremendous achievement you've accomplished. The Queen of Swords is really focusing on your ability to be dispassionate as you improve or heighten your awareness, expand your perspective about the resources you have and the possibilities available to you. So I do see you communicating in a really different way than quite often you have in the past. Here I see you communicating particularly with a community that you are working towards specific goals with, as being a conveyor of information, making sure information flows appropriately, making sure everyone is duly informed about decisions you're making together, making sure that you all have the best information uh, best information available, and that you are always in a position of facilitation, note-taking, presentation, summarizing, in part for your own benefit, but also as a skill that you can contribute to the organization of any group or a team. So you are a mediator here in creating something, building something up. In the fourth house, the Justice card is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. You've looked long and hard at the way you have invested in yourself in the past, or quite likely the way you used to be invested in or others invested in you. And quite likely from the perspective of the Justice card, there was little support for things that you were expected to do. You were almost expected to just figure things out and do what was necessary or what was right without a lot of support, praise, encouragement, resources. And now that you have come to a place where you feel competent and good about the way you've managed the resources that you had available, there's a sense of trusting that process of investing in yourself is something that has promoted your independence, has given you this integrity space from with which you can decide and choose what is best for you. You're not obligated to anyone else. It's not that there are not other people in your life, but you stand on your own. You are independent, you are autonomous, and you are able to promote that stance by making sure that you have the space necessary through good boundaries to do the work that you are here to do, to maintain this peace that you have fought hard for. Is the satisfaction and the clarity that you're doing what's right for you. You're making the decisions that help you understand what's available and what your options are. In the fourth house, the Empress card is clarified by the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is really the way in which you enthusiastically pursue your passions. This is the way you determine the best way to move, and it looks like you're making some really deep, thoughtful decisions, gathering some important information about what you need, and then you're executing those with excitement, with joy, with a spiritual connection and passion to what is right, what lights up the world, how you can build the best way to move. This is moving with passion that is evident in your body language. It's also a way in which, having seen many of the benefits of your work over the years, you now are entrusting, believing, having more faith in the way that you intuitively work and move. And that intuition is based, again, on what you have discerned to be the best path for you moving forward, the best way to conduct yourself in the everyday, and the best way that you share the best of you with others. And the 10th house, the Queen of Wands, is clarified by the Two of Cups. It's interesting, we started with this sense of letting go, and my sense, it can be anything that you needed to surrender, let go of, that you understood no longer was a part or of service to you and your life, your love. But I do believe that this sense of confidence that has come as a result of you letting this go is actually ushering in a newer, deeper connection with yourself, with your community at large, and with a significant other. A deep connection. It can quite possibly be one from the past. It really depends. There's no real indication one way or another, but this is a love that is different from the love that you've released. This is a love that shows up, that you communicate with constantly, that does not make assumptions about the needs of the other or the desires of the other, but relies on the intelligence of both parties or more parties, depending on who and what is involved, to communicate their needs, to use the claiming of desire as a space from which to negotiate how a relationship evolves, what the relationship it will become, how it is defined by two people, not by you, not by them. So this is quite a surprising and lovely outcome. I'm going to pull a crystal oracle. Okay, take that. And this particular selenite, and the key words are spiritual awakening. I am a spiritual warrior of the light. That resonates so deeply for me. I love that. A spiritual warrior of the light. If you've enjoyed this content, check out more content here. Thank you for your likes and subscribes. And Sagittarius, until next time, namaste.